What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. If you are new to this channel, we talk about all things prison and crime related. I have been to prison 2 times, and now I'm trying to keep people from going. And not only myself, we have people from all across this great, beautiful country telling their wildest and craziest stories from behind those walls. But I've noticed the comments and I've seen the likes, and y'all love this shit. You know, y'all love the detailed breakdown of this TV show 60 Days In. And for anybody that doesn't know what it is, it's about volunteers going into jail to try to expose dirt. But really, they ain't exposing really too much of nothing. They're just trying to survive. And the guy that we're going to be talking about today is a teacher. He's a teacher. And this is the first season of 60 Days In. One of the better seasons, okay? And this guy, this teacher, maybe I could get him on the show, but this guy did a lot of stuff all wrong, and we're going to break it down. Now, this guy's tall as hell. You know, this guy's really tall. You would think tall people would be safe in lockup. You know, he's big. That's not the case, man. Size don't mean shit. You know, if you're soft, people can see it. People can read right through it, no matter how big you are.
That's how we do in CCJ. What's your haircut?
It is because you didn't go to court, man.
Let's pause it on this cat right here. He's doing what most people do when it comes to push-ups. He's stacked, it looks like 2 boats. Those are things that people sleep on. He flipped them upside down, stacked them up. People that don't have bunks, they give them these little green things called boats. And he's doing incline push-ups. Works the upper part of your chest if you have the back feet elevated. You know, so thought I'd just let y'all know that.
You sit his goofy ass down so much.
You get the NFL Network here?
Ladies and gentlemen, I haven't seen this episode in a very long time, so a lot of this shit's refreshing to me, but that fool just said, do y'all get the NFL Network in here, man? You're in for a treat, my friend. NFL is definitely playing in lockup. Something that I hated more than anything was NFL season. As soon as the Super Bowl was over, I made a swole to celebrate that it was over. I ain't got to hear these fools screaming and fighting all damn day over a damn touchdown. My football fans out there, I apologize, no disrespect. But look, let's break this down. After his crazy ass just asked about the NFL Network, look, you see the guy at the TV. Really break this thing down. This looks a lot, it's very similar to where I did time at, prison-wise, okay? The jails, look at it. You can see the microwave right there by the TV. To the left of the TV, let me get my cursor over here. Okay, you see the TV right here, which is very strange because it's low as hell. Usually they're up high because people, I mean, yeah, it's a TV, and that's the only source of entertainment really in the block, but there's going to be people sooner or later that are going to do something to either break it. They'll get mad that they can't change the channel. I've seen people break the TV out of pure anger, dump water on it. I used to hear people scream, bruh, y'all keep fighting over that shit. I'm going to dump water on TV right now, you know? And so it's very strange to see the TV so low. That means people can change the channel at will. I'm sure it started a lot of fights in that jail. One piece of advice at jail, elevate that damn TV. You know, they probably got tired of changing the channel all the time. They just lowered it for them. But one thing that's keeping that TV safe is that camera. You see a big-ass camera right there next to it, and also the microwave. That's typically something you get in prison. You don't really get microwaves in jail, so this jail is sweet already just because of microwaves. The phones right here, 3 of them. That's a nice little cubby for the phones, too. I know people are doing some dirty stuff on those phones. Back there all the way in the cut. And this guy right here in this bunk, you know he's ear hustling everything these guys are saying. But there are a few things that I've never seen before, like a 8-man table like this. Never seen those. Bunks. No, I've seen bunks outside in the pod. But they typically do shit like that when it's overcrowded. Throw a bunk outside of the cell. This jail is overcrowded, man. And I don't know if y'all noticed, Indiana got a lot of white guys. Or at least Clark County does, because as soon as he walked in, I see nothing but white guys in there, which is very rare. I'm used to going into jails and prisons that's, you know, you are severely outnumbered. Let's go ahead and see what happens after he asks about the NFL.
Thursday night, even with Miami.
Yeah. Came here to ask if we got the NFL network. What? What?
Is there any spot right there? Ain't no room though. Either long ways right there or long ways right there over there.
These guys are already saying something's wrong with him. Just a few minutes coming into block. That's not good. That's not good at all. He is a little strange. He's a little off, and he's a teacher. And I'm going to be homeschooling my kids next year. I don't know if y'all know, but I am. And I decided to do that a while ago, all right? So it ain't because of this guy.
His demeanor, eye contact. I said, I'm about to get his back when he lay down and I got my back. Oh, hell no. You know how he is.
That seems like a country.
Oh, my God, man. This guy's a clown. He's just stunting for the camera. He's stunting for the camera, man. You can tell. He's like, this is like a country club. Look, and that's another thing. You see how he says there's something wrong with him. It's his eye contact. Look, you don't sit there and gaze at people's eyes, man. Okay, look, I made a video in the past about superiority complexes in guys and how the stare down. Okay, let's say you walk into Walmart. Guy's exiting and you're entering. Y'all lock eyes. Who's gonna not lock eyes first? Who's gonna be like, turn their head first, you know? A lot of guys feel like that's some kind of damn superiority thing. They cannot lose gaze of the other guy's eyes first. You know, it feels like they're backing down. That's why I just don't even look at people's faces for real. You know, I ain't got time for that battle. But, yeah, this guy's in here and he's staring people dead in their eyes and locking in into their soul. And that shit ain't jumping, man. People ain't going to go for that.
Tough guy. You gotta handle him rough sometimes.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Damn, they already told him they're gonna have to handle him rough. Look, he's sleeping right next to a table where everybody eats. He's putting his feet up on the seat, which a lot of people, some state-struck fools that are in jail, if they were to see that, it's gonna start some shit. You don't put your feet nowhere near anything that you eat or other people's eat. You know, some people get mad that you're just sitting on the table, you know, on top of the table. I've seen fights break out over that, okay? Do not sit on top of the table. Do not put your feet on top of the table, even on the seat, because that's where people eat, man. You know, and someone's going to get pissed. All right, so the next contestant coming in, I believe his name is Zach. He's one of my favorite contestants, and I think he actually did an extended stay in this program because he did so good. But his name's Zach, and he's a Marine. He did really good, man. I ain't never seen so many damn white guys in a jail in my life. Never. That shit's crazy as hell. Clark County, man. What's going on out there, man? This looks like a different cell block because there's bunks open. And watch, he just throws his stuff up there and keeps it moving. But look, everybody's staring at him. Look. He's staring at him. He's staring at him. He's staring at him. He's staring at him. All these guys staring at him. They're trying to figure out what's he about. You know, that's what you're going to run into as soon as you step foot. Whether it's your first, second, third, or fourth time, as soon as you come in, people are just going to be staring, locking eyes on you immediately. You know, so don't think that's weird. It's just normal.
Bro.
So he came in and he's doing pretty good. You know, he put his bed up. He's not talking to no one. He sits down near the TV and he's watching it. All right, that's a good way. If you don't have a cell, you know, usually if you have a cell, you're gonna be asking people who your cellmates are, or your cellmates are in there, and you're gonna be talking and getting to know each other. But if it's outside in a pod in the day room like this, then typically you don't have no cellmates, so it's just you really. You know, besides your bunkie. But it really doesn't matter because you're not in a cell with them. So he just sits down, and the best thing for him to do in this situation is just shut up and let someone talk to you. You know, someone's going to come up to you. And boom, like you can see right now, He's asking the notorious questions. Where are you from? What's your name?
Tennessee.
What part? Yeah.
It's like 4 hours away, right?
Seems like a cut.
Who says that shit? What country are you from, bruh? You know, why would he even say that? And look, oh shit, look at that guy. He is staring that fool down in his soul. Look at that guy. He didn't even say nothing to him, man. It looked like he just shook his head when he asked if he watching football in there. He knows damn well they watch football in there. This guy's disrespecting him all the way around. He knows something's up, even just by the way he was looking at him.
You're asking too many questions and your speech is too intellectually too in line, you know what I'm saying?
See, now if I go to jail, I might get hit up. Since I've been doing YouTube, my speech has become superb. I'm about to get hood again if I get locked up.
I'm DeAndre.
DeAndre.
But I ain't got a new boyfriend, he'll be married now.
Let's break this down really quick. He's doing something you should never do. I hate to say it. Okay, I believe DeAndre, he swings a different way. Okay, I believe he likes men. All right. And even though these guys are typically some of the nicest individuals you'll meet in lockup and out here in the streets, you just don't want to be associated with them in lockup because people will think that you are doing something with them, or he might have a boyfriend already, and just by you talking to this guy, you could lose your life, especially in prison, man. You don't talk to other people's wives, prison wives. You know, usually in the prisons I've seen, a prison wife, they ain't going far from their man. You know what I mean? They are with them 24/7, like a holding their pocket type shit.
Don't just come in here and you automatically know what to do. It's a learning process. Everything that you do is seen by somebody else.
He seems to honestly be trying to help this guy, you know? He's really trying to help him just break down how shit goes in jail, you know? And that's good. That's good of him.
I let you take all your tonight while I'm asleep.
Whether it's by one
Those guys are hating on that dude for even talking to the new guy. He said they're trying to rob him just because he's talking to the new guy. You know, that's how conniving inmates can be. They'll hate, they'll get mad at you for no damn reason, just because you're just talking to someone. You know, you never know what kind of hate a man has in his heart. That's why I say you can't trust nobody, man. Nobody. And that's why a lot of convicts come out here the way that they do. You know, they're cold-hearted. It's hard for them to show their emotions and stuff because you're surrounded by snakes, even out here in the streets.
of the people in here or by one of those people in here.
I'm glad I met DeAndre, and I consider him a friend.
Come here.
Come here. See? No.
You can't be telling everybody's business and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Every which room and all that stuff. Big mouth.
Yeah. Damn. The teacher is in some shit. And see how those guys pulled him in the cell and said, hey, don't be telling him anything and everything about this cell block, man. You don't know who he is, you know? And that, you know, until you get to know someone, don't tell him shit. He could be a contestant in 60 Days In. Yeah, but you gotta be careful who you say shit to. They could be in there informants or just trying to get information on your case. Anything, man. You know, you don't talk to anyone and tell them the ropes of the place until you know he's official, man.
That people are cleaning. A couple guys comes along with a broom and sweeps the whole pod, and then another guy starts with a mop.
He's surprised, he said. I'm surprised to see people sweeping and mopping. Look, people out there, they were doing drugs a million miles an hour, but when the drugs is out their system, they drink a little coffee, it's like their true self is reawoken. you know, and they start cleaning, they start reading and learning and all kinds of stuff. And it's sad to say, but the majority of people, as soon as they step foot out there, it might take a day, might take a week, it might take a month, they go right back to their same old shit and they forget who they really, truly are because of drugs.
I can see these guys at least have the pride of where they live and wanting to keep it clean.
He did something excellent. Excellent move. Power move. He didn't have to say, where's the paper towels? But he did. He chose to help this individual that he's looking like someone that has a little pool in the block. If you want a great way to open up or get to know some people, if you see someone cleaning, ask them if you can help. You know, is there anything I could do to help y'all, man? Like he said, where's the paper towels? You know, the guy didn't ask him to get the paper towels. He just said, hey, where's the paper towels? I'm trying to help. Boom. And a friendship is made. Handshake, ladies and gentlemen. That was a respectful handshake, too. You know, that guy right there, in the white t-shirt, you can tell he's been down a little bit, man. You can just tell. He's got that swag. He's got the glasses on the forehead, you know. You can tell he's been in mix. You know what I mean? He's been in system. And, you know, to normal individuals, you say, well, glasses on his head. All kinds of people wear glasses on their head. Look, don't ask me how, but we can sense it. We know when someone's been to the pen. We know when someone's been in lockup numerous times. Look, they're having fun. Look, you got the camera crew in there chilling. And even if if I was in a cell block and I knew that this show was 60 days in and there was plants, I'll still be excited that they're there. It don't matter what the hell's going on. And look, jail is so boring, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the most boringest things you'll ever go through. I'm talking about torture. The boredom is pure torture. If you don't have a strong mind and you don't know how to, you know, put your time into something that's going to kill it, you know, kill the time very quickly, you're going to have a very hard time in lockup. You have to have a routine, okay? A routine. Do that shit every single day and don't change up. Time will fly, you know, but all right, camera crew's in there. Everyone's excited. It's killing some time, giving them something to do. And this goes to show you what kind of establishment this place is as well. Usually lights out in strict facilities, you ain't getting out the bunk. You ain't even talking. But I've been in plenty of facilities where lights out, it's party time. Dice games, J's being lit up, everything. So you can just tell what kind of establishment it is. And look, ladies and gentlemen, you see this guy right here sleeping on his bunk with his legs hanging off with just the blanket on him? That's how I slept almost every single night. I would have my feet hang off, even though I was shorter guy. I don't know why. I like my feet hanging off. And I would never get under the sheets of my bed. My bed was strapped tied tight. Okay, like you could bounce a penny off that jank, it would jump right back in your pocket, you know? I didn't like messing up my bed, so the only thing that I would sleep in my jumper or sweatpants that I had for nighttime, and I would just cover my upper torso with a blanket, you know? And it's also safer to do that because if you're under tight sheets and stuff like that and someone jumps you, they can hold the blankets down. You ain't getting out. You ain't getting out from under a blanket if you've got 7 or 8 people holding the blankets down, you know, that you're in. So, yeah, I didn't want nothing like that happening to me either. That was another thing because I've seen people got like that.
You about to go to sleep?
Bro, sleeps for the week.
Possession with intent and possession of a stolen firearm, illegal cocaine. But I didn't even mind because I was in the car with a dude and I didn't know he had it in there. He didn't tell me he had it in there, and we got pulled over.
How hard is it 60 days in contestants to make a damn cover story? Okay, this guy's cover story's all right. It's all right. Look, a lot of people will come in there. I'm in here for a DUI. I'm in a maximum security pod with the DUI. Come on, dog. Don't do that. Okay? If you're in a maximum security pod, you better have a list of charges. Typically, someone that comes into jail, they have like 4 or 5 charges, you know, or at least 2 to 3. If you come in there and you just say, oh, I got 1 charge. I mean, some people do just have 1 charge. Don't get it twisted. But Usually the guys are out there committing crimes and doing dirt. When they get caught, they're getting caught for numerous things. Like, when I first got locked up, I had like probably 20 charges in 3 different cities. You know, if you were to check my background or my charges, in order to get the full amount of time, you got to go to 3 different cities. No, 4. I believe 4. But it's wild, man. You know, this guy, he's doing really good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the other Pop, the teacher. And his cover story was supposed to be, he was on I-65, I believe. He got off on the exit, ran a stop sign, pulled him over, and he had a warrant out for his arrest. So he's going to have to tell that story, and then he's going to have to make up another story of the warrant that he was wanted for. You know, so it's hard to keep up with. Whoever gave him that cover story is almost as though they were just trying to trick him up. But he doesn't go along with that story. I guess he's about to tell these guys something totally different. They're asking him, I'm still trying to figure you out. And they got 3 people asking him this shit right in front of him like a damn jury trial, okay? They're sitting on top of the table like I told y'all probably not to do. And that goes to show you there ain't no state-struck inmates in there. I'm surprised the pod boss didn't come in there and say, get the hell off the tables. We just freaking mopped up, you know, cleaned up. But yeah, these guys are sitting there like 3 birds on a wire. And I don't know what kind of cover story he's about to tell them, but let's find out. He said, you know, I used to play the guitar. I don't know more because there's too many strings attached. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. These guys are looking at him like, man, you are a victim, dog. That was pretty good. He said, what kind of car were you driving? Ladies and gentlemen, I do that with some of my guests. I do, yeah. Just to see if y'all lying or not. I'll ask some crazy questions, man. My little radar might be going off, so I'll ask a question real quick. If you don't answer what kind of car you were in fast enough, dog, I know you're lying to me. But yeah, these guys right here, they know something's up, man. They asked him what kind of car he was in for a simple fact that they're just trying to trick him up. They're trying to see how fast he answers these questions, and he answered that one really fast. And he did it in actually a kind of good way. He said, what kind of car were you in? The one with wheels, he said. Very sarcastic, but they laughed it. They laughed at that shit, and believe it or not, it was a pretty good answer. God, these guys are gawking at him like Thanksgiving turkey. Huge sign. Look, see, I tell y'all, don't take gifts from people, okay? Prison and jail is a little different, okay? Prison, if you leave your cell and you come back and there's some snacks on your bed or something like that, or just some weird-looking guy comes up to you and tries to offer you a bunch of stuff. In prison, you might want to think twice, but if you're in jail like this and someone like the guy that gave it to him, that guy that gave him a soup, he's probably been talking to him a lot. Guy got to know him a little bit, and he's, you know, probably feeling a little bad for him. Saying, man, here's a soup. And it was it looked like a white wrapper on it. What is that, low sodium, Jank? Don't bring me no low sodium, dog. You just go ahead and keep it, bro. I don't eat low sodium. I want that full flavored shit. But anyways, he's doing great, man. He's accepted in the block. People are handing him food. It's good. Zach, you did good, man. I would love to have you on the show, buddy.
They gave me a thing of ramen, but in there, ramen is like the common currency. It's like gold.
And ladies and gentlemen, that microwave is used for many things. Heating up baby oil to hit someone that you don't like. I've seen that. All right, and that shit was treacherous, but ghoulish. But yeah, microwave is vital, man. If you got a microwave in the block, that's where you want to be. Okay, you can cook your soups, you can light up cigarettes. Okay, very easy to light up a cigarette in the microwave. All you need is a little bit of pencil lead. A little bit of pencil lead, a piece of paper, turn it on, pop! It pops on the paper, gets on fire. I mean, it's very simple. You know, it could damage the microwave, and if you break the microwave, then you're probably going to get broken by every inmate in the block. You can make weapons. I've seen people make weapons by melting stuff down in the microwave and molding it into a shank. starting fires, boiling water. You ain't got to boil with a stinger no more. There's all kinds of benefits to having a microwave. And one of the prisons I was in, one of the only level 2s I was ever in, they used to take the microwaves if we got in trouble. You know, that would be the first thing they'd do, take the microwaves. And I'll tell you what, people hated that shit. Oh my God, they hated it. Or you had people, take that damn microwave, we don't give a shit. And then I'm like, man, come on, dog, we do care. Don't play like that.
It feels like guys are just willing to take me at face value. I guess it's on me now to make.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are looking out for this guy, okay? He just brought him a spoon. And look, he's fresh into the scene, okay? So, if they're giving him a soup, that means he ain't went to the store yet, you know, because he does get money and he goes to the store eventually. But they gave him, it looks like a tumbler, which is a cup, a spork. He probably gave him his own spork, wash it off, and you better get over it. You know, if someone says, hey, here's a spork, I wash it off, and you say, nah, I'm good, that's a little disrespectful, man. Like in jail, dog, you're gonna have to sacrifice those germs, okay? You're gonna, if you're hungry, you're gonna have to, you might have, and you're new to the scene, you might have to eat off of someone's sport, you know, and bowl and tumbler, you know, wash this shit out. It ain't a big deal, dog. All right, we're back in the pod with Robert, the teacher, and these fools are just eating him alive. His cover story is just some shit, man.
When I was getting interrogated, it was awkward because they just kept grilling me, every minute detail. And
I said this before, and I'll say it again. Anything extra is entertainment to inmates, okay? So just interrogating this fool right here, these two guys interrogating him, that's entertainment. You know, if I was one interrogating him, I would have had a blast doing it. I would have been having fun trying to trick him up.
Did you hear the story that Carson just told me? Okay, he asked him where
The stop sign.
They're all in the cell gossiping about this guy and his charge, man. It's typical, okay? Yeah, jail and prison. Gossiping ass fools, man. Drama starters. You think it's bad in the female block. It's just the same. It's just the same in the guys, man. Straight drama.
Come on, bro. 65 at a stop sign? Does that make sense to you right now? Yes.
Stop sign on 65? Yeah. That's the main interstate.
Swing his right arm wide. He's just holding a gun on his head.
Oh, these guys are just going deep with it now. He said, look how his arm hangs wider than the other one. It's because he's used to having a gun on his hip. That's good observations. I've never looked at something like that. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, they know he's a plant. It's over for this individual. It's not over yet. He gets into even more deeper things. I haven't seen this season, but it's still very cloudy to me. But in the next one, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this season, okay, I'm going to tell you what happens to this guy, and we're going to break it down in the next episode. He checks in, okay? He goes to PC. But like I said, we will get into that into the next episode. But this was the first days in. One guy did excellent. This fool did horrible. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, like I said in the beginning of the video, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And also don't forget to go check out all the links in the description of the video. Add me up on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Go buy yourself some Lockdown 23-in-1 merchandise. Support the channel everywhere you go. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I salute to every last one of you been supporting me since the beginning. And everybody who's just now joining the Lockdown compound. Do not ever do the type shit that this guy is doing on his first week in jail.